Tell me
It's
about...
actually legendary.
Yes. Tell me about the newspaper. You and Dad used to deliver newspapers?
The what?
Newspapers? Did y'all ever deliver newspapers? Your dad?
Yeah, well, you know,
my
sometimes,
dad and I.
sometimes when,
You and my dad.
well, we'd set pins up in Marty and Millie's bowling alley,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of times we didn't get off till late because after we set pins for league, why it was getting late, but there was always a couple of guys, like Dick Cap, great big guy, Mike Capilla, they'd always want to bowl extra games, so some of the pin setters, like Fred and I, we'd stay over and set pins, and it'd be late, but we'd have to get up early in the morning to go into town and fold our papers, start delivering papers. Fred had a bike, I had a wagon. I had a route out by the old Staunton Hospital, and it was hard.
How much you made doing that?
Huh?
Do you know how much you made doing that?
You know, offhand, I don't. It wasn't very much.
No.
You know, you had, I think, maybe 3 or 4 blocks where you delivered papers. Every paper boy had an area marked off, and it always changed.
Were
So
the
you got,
people pretty nice about this paper delivery? Would they give y'all like Christmas bonus or anything like that back then?
not really,
No.
Dawn. No, there was nothing like that.
No.
You got paid. I think we had the job. Oh, I guess it was. I think about 2 or 3 years we done that. Then when I got, and I had a farm job too. I worked outside of town for Jimmy McGaha on a farm, shoveling manure out of the barn, bucking bales, putting up fences.
Just any job you could find.
And you know, well, Fred knows it too, that we spent a lot of our money that we made getting clothes for school, and yeah. I think Fred bought his own graduation suit.
Yeah, the bare necessities.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't easy.
Now, on these pins, y'all would just be up in the back, wait for the person to bowl, and then the pins that were knocked down, you would...
Yeah. Back then, they didn't have automatic pin setters. They were manual. You pick up the pins out of the pit, or when they knock the pins down, they go down into a pit. You had to get down in there. Fred could set triple alley. I think the most I ever set was double alley, 2 pits. You had a walkway in between the 2 alleys, and you'd set pins on one, put the rack down, and the pins would set. You remember that, Fred? Setting pins? I mean, you could set double, triple alley. You was good at it.
You could do 3 alleys?
Yeah, I see you sold it already.
I had struggled with triple alley, but I could do it if I had to.
Yeah, if they run short of pin setters, why, Marty or Millie would say, well, can you set 3 tonight,
It's a beautiful,
Well, you set them, and but I never set more than a double alley. Most of the time, I got a single alley.
Would you bring that forward to me?
Get it, Fred? Yeah.
So would
anyway.
people yell at y'all if you didn't get it done fast enough?
Oh no, there was always a couple smart asses that throw the ball down there while you was in the pit. Sometimes ain't afraid you got hit in the legs with a pin, or so you got nasty with them. I'd take their bowling ball. A lot of times I'd done that. I'd spit in a thumb hole or whatever, put a big hawker in there and blow it in the, and roll it down back, the return is. They'd pick the ball up and stick the thumb in there. You could see it. I watch them down the alley.
Now, Dad, did you do that?
I don't ever recall doing it, although a lot of times I wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think Fred was as angry as I was.
But you had no problem.
I love to do it, yeah.
It's kind of like, I dare you to hit me with a pin. I double
Yeah.
dog dare you.
Hey,
I
a
got
lot of-
something for you.
Hey, believe me, it hurt.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, it bounced off the
It'd be around your
sidewall and hit you in the leg.
calves,
That was
right?
good.
Your
Just
shins?
putting money down in there.
See, when you was waiting back there, you had a long bench. It was 8 alley, remember, Fred?
Oh, yeah.
You'd sit on the benches back there when they bowled and knocked the pins down. You'd jump off the bench, go down in there, pick up pins, put them in the rack. you know, and then wait for them. If they got a spare or whatever, when they was finished, you'd set your pins down, pull your rack down. They would sit on the floor, raise your rack, get up and go to the next alley or whatever. And
Anybody send money down there somehow, or
Oh, yeah.
You got
yep,
tips.
and a
how,
Fred.
how would you get the tips down back in there?
Through the ball holes.
Oh, really? When they
In the
roll
ball
it?
holes, just stick $1 or whatever in there, you know, and roll it down the alley, and you take it. Dick Cap and Capilla, they was always good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Fred, what'd we get paid a line?
8 cents when we started.
8 cents when we started. Yeah,
Per lane.
for a line.
10 francs.
That's a game.
Oh, 8 whole
Yeah.
cents per game. And how did y'all keep up with how many games you had pinned?
Well, when you said league, Fred, how long did that go on?
They had 2 leagues usually on certain nights. The early one would start around, I don't know, 6 or 7, go to about 9, 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
Then there'd be another bunch of them
What's
Oh.
the most you made in a night?
I don't know, Fred, what was the most we ever pulled on in a night?
Quarter?
coming in. Well,
50 cents?
No.
15 games was one where we usually got on the first go at it. And on the second league, we get another 15, so say 30 games. And,
$2 or $3.
yeah, $4.
Yeah.
But you got tips.
Well, you went into Marty's and got ready. You go over and Marty or Millie would probably give you and if Fred a big bottle of water. You'd take that back, and
Oh, yeah.
that was it. You know, we had our bottle of water. That's what we had.
They never took any fries or anything down there?
No, there wasn't any fast food or anything done.
Back then? No bowling alley food?
You might grab a candy bar or something, take it back with you.
Mhm.
No, Union Camp House is back to the food.
Right. Yeah.